What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Railroader on the BG and W. And this is quite a sight to behold. We are here on the west end of Bryson. This, if I can recall, the last thing I did in this game was how I ended a live stream. And yeah, yes, I did only pull the 661 out for a photo op. Let's see if I can remember what I was doing, because it's been like a week since I've played this game. We have the Alara train, we have the Robinson Gap coal train, and I guess we were getting them where they need to go. So let's do just that. Alright, who was gonna go first? You were gonna go first because you need to scoot on up the branch before the coal train turns around. So let's no. There we go. Let's get this show on the road. So this episode of Railroader, I have to think about my phrasing here because I don't want to scare you. It's gonna be the last one for a couple weeks. As I've mentioned before, I'm in the process of pre-recording a bunch of content for the week leading up to and after my wedding. So I've kinda gotta condense a little bit here. So next week there will not be a Railroader video. There will be still Transport Fever. There won't be NASCAR. But I will be taking a look at the Railroads Online anniversary updates. Yes, I know, I think I've said on the channel before that Railroads Online just didn't have anything for me anymore. This update has me willing to... Oh, dang it. Has me willing to kind of give it a chance again. There's some good quality of life updates. I'm not going to talk about it too much now because this is Railroader, not Railroads Online. So, but yeah, that's what we're looking at next week, and then the week after, we should return to our regularly scheduled programs. So like I said, this should be, if I've written out my sheet right, this should be Wednesday the 16th you're seeing this. Well, at least it's being posted, you may not see it today. We'll have NASCAR as usual on Friday, and then and I'm gonna shift the days to make it not seem so empty. On Tuesday next week, you'll get Transport Fever, and on Thursday you'll get Railroads Online. So that's where we stand content-wise. I'm still gonna get in here and get Robinson pulled. That's right, I need these engines for that. Okay, let's see, where do we want to go? We want to go up the Alara branch. Oh, I did add that mod. Huh. Couldn't remember if I actually added that mod or not. I happened across a mod that adds an extra yard to the Alarka Junction yard, or an extra track to the Alarka Junction yard, and an extra track to the Y. So, alright, come on 5,000, you can do this. You're a big Santa Fe. Why are you bogging down? So yeah, that's just to give me more options when I'm working up there. Alright, so I will spare you the boring slog up the mountain. And instead we will see you at Alarka as we figure out what on earth we're gonna do with all of these cars. And welcome to Alarka, where we are about to have all the tank cars in the world as we do some questionable things. Not really questionable. It's not your conventional switching. So we have all of these chemical cars going out. We have all these chemical cars coming in. So we have this nice loop here that connects everything. So as soon as this inbound train clears the switch, we're gonna pull out with the interchange cars, and he's gonna pull around with with the fresh cars. We just have to remember to cut off the copper mine cars. Alright, that's enough for the moment. Alright, so that boxcar is the first car that doesn't go in here. We cut that kind of close, stopping with the with the automatic or the independent. Alright, so we're gonna cut these off as soon as they're clear of the yard ladder. And then, oh yeah, we still have to go switch the copper mines. Alright. You can start going. You can get cut off and get a handbrake. There you go, you're perfectly out of the way. And now we're just gonna play cat and mouse around the loop. Come on, 20, you can do it. Got 2,000 tons. I'm pretty sure like half of these are loads and half are empties. Yeah. Well, actually I think it's more loads than empties. Let's see about the ones we've already pulled. Yeah, they're mostly loads too. Well, okay then. Ooh, is 20 gonna be able to shove this up back into Alarka? That is a very good question. Because he's already running, she's already running away from us. Alright, let's give her some air. Give her some air, give her some work against it. Alright. We're just gonna leave that in full and full as we try to spot. Yeah, I don't think we have the broom to clear to pull up and back in to spot the rest of these. Because 20 ain't moving. So we're gonna have to go rescue 20. Alright. Manual. Select. Alright. I think we can make this work. Let's set a handbrake on 20 to make sure we go nowhere. Okay. So we're just gonna pull up until this last car spots. Think we have the room to clear? Maybe? It's hard to watch both ends of this at the same time. Oh yeah, we're good. Ah, one car short. But hey, that was a nice payday. Come on. Release. I didn't set you that hard. Yeah, we missed by like 6 feet. So where I wish I had the UI mod that gives me the option to bleed the whole consist. There we go. Then I could just cut the air up there and bleed the whole consist. Alright, there we go. So, cut you there. And hope we got enough room to clear this switch. If not, we're about to be shoving 20 down the hill. And I think we're about to be shoving 20 down the hill. Yep, we were like half a car short. Alright. Are you able to push against 20? You are. Alright. That clears. Handbrake. Unhook for the moment. We don't need that anymore. Let's get these shoved back. Alright. That's good there. You go find 20's train again. While I babysit these as they roll back. We do need to get the passenger trains running at some point, but this is not some point. Those cars are good. Ooh, alright. Slow your roll. Ow. Yeah, that hurt us a little bit. Alright. Nice, nice, nice. As the Santa Fe pulls through the handbrake. Oh, did I throw that switch behind me? Nope. Great time to realize it. Alright. Try this again. Oh. Hit independent would be why we're not moving. It's like, come on now, before you could shove against 20. Yeah, it can't shove against 20 and its own independent. Alright, heave the bar back in reverse. Apparently does nothing with all this weight on a hill. Try it again. Dump these on this track as close as we can, or as many of them as we can, because they're not all gonna fit. We got the wrong power on the head end of this. Alright, so note to self, when we do this in the future, do it the other way. Because 20 cannot shove all these cars back up the hill. Alright, I think at this point, because we're starting to level out, 5,000 should be able to do it all by itself. It's a good thing we got the bigger tender Santa Fe, because we used 11,000 gallons of water to get here, just about. Well, get here and do all this, and it holds, the stock tender holds 12,000. So, yeah. Alright, you go to the team track. The copper stuff is oriented the way we want. So that should be easy to switch. We're not going to switch the copper mines in this. At least we probably won't. We're going to focus on the bigger challenges. That's part of the reason there won't be a Railroader video next week, is I won't have any of the more interesting stuff to run, because I won't have time to play through all the boring stuff between now and then. So I'll probably do a live stream that following weekend after I get back in town, where we'll just hang out and chat and, you know, do some switching. And then on Wednesday that following week, we'll get back down to business. Just not to defeat the Huns. Alright. Take this from there. My goodness, this is a full yard. I titled the first video where we had the modded MG Chemical, or at least where we got the first load of cars, "What Have We Done to Alara?" This is the video that should be called "What Have We Done to Alara?" Because, oh my word, we have made ourselves a mess. Alright, so 20 we can throw on here. Actually, I'm gonna, while we have the 5,000, I'm going to make use of the 5,000. It's on this end of the cut of normal cars, so we're gonna use it to spot that team track car while we're here. I said we're not going to switch the copper mines. We're at least gonna set ourselves up so that when we do go to do it, I'm not sitting here going, what did I say I was going to do here? Alright, throw the brake. And we're still hanging out. Good grief. Alright. Oh, wait. Did I release that brake? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. I kind of wish, the game was set to a basis of 2 interchanges a day. So when you have big industries like this, of course, this and Robinson Gap right now are way bigger in terms of car demand than the developers ever dreamed of anything being. But I wish it would have 2 default interchanges per day, so when you have these big industries, it splits the cars into two groups for the day. Why are you out sitting here bouncing? Stop it. These cars are just literally sitting here with their slack bouncing in and out. Like, what? Right. You're just a straightforward spot on the team track. We don't have to pull. Tell you what, instead of that extra track at Alarka Junction, I'll take an extra track at Alarka. Because Lord knows we need it. I am actually, and I may regret this, speaking of extra interchange, I am actually going to schedule another interchange. Because I'm hoping for more Robinson Gap cars. So later in the day we can run an empty and a loaded coal train and end up with a pair of H6s spending the night at Robinson Gap. Unlike this previous night, where I was in the process of running the loads back, and so I started the day with all 4 of the coal power on the east end of the railroad. Alright. And that handbrake takes that one's place. Whoops. R/accidental screenshots. Because yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose of having two sets of those if we start the day in the same place. And they, run across the railroad. Alright. So you be gone. Oh, when did they end up... Wait, how did they end up following this car? Don't know, but it works out. Alright, now you, my friend. My thirsty, thirsty friend. Shall go in here and receive coal and water, possibly at the same time. Coal chute, water spout. There we go, thank you. And then that will do for Alara for the time being. Once we get this guy all spotted up, we will go over and get the train shoved into Robinson Gap that's patiently waiting at a fusee. Oh, no, this isn't. This isn't the tender that can do this. I don't think. I know it's not the tender I'm thinking of. Can I? Maybe if I restart the call? Nope. There it goes. You can do it with this tender. Okay. Alright, 1302. Patiently waiting at a fusee that I almost placed far enough up. Alright, let's start pulling on this. Come on. Watch me stop 2,000 tons with independent brake. There we go. Boom, we did it. Alright, make sure we're lined through there. We are. 3 whistles that were too far away to hear. And back we go. Oop, not that fast. The trick we're gonna run into up here is while we do have a path through at the moment, we kinda have a berk in the way. So you, kind sir, need to get out of the way. And where are we open up here? Let's just go all the way to the right. Because why not? And the berk is actually moving. That's good. I just need it to go far enough to clear. Actually, go. Guess that was as far as it could go. That should be out of the way. So we'll just have him wait there as we shove up the hill. Alright. We've mostly reached the top of the hill. And I can confirm the berk is barely out of the way. We have a lot of coal cars. Which, our next trick will be getting them out of here to make room for all these to load. It really does basically require a switcher over here. But, as I've said before, I wish, I wish you could get to these tracks from the other side so you could push trains together. But it basically requires your road engines plus a switcher. Well, hold on, no, yeah, road engines come up, pull a cut out, switcher picks them up, backs them up. But that only works for a point. We'll have to we'll have to see how it works out. As I could see it getting to be a pain either way, because I mean, within the mine, we're at 1.5%. Just below the mine, we're at just less than 1.5%. So we may, oh, look at that articulation. You'll have to see it. We may end up with the road power being able to build their own trains out of the storage tracks. We shall see. In the meantime, we're gonna see if we can not ram these cars out the back of the mine. We only have 54 cars. No, I don't think we're gonna fit. I tell you, running this many empty cars over this many crossovers like this, that's a recipe for, and shoving them too, yeah, that's a recipe for derailments. Anyway, yeah, what was that about making sure we don't ram things out the back of the mine? We should probably get on the back end to make sure we don't do that. Alright, let the slack out. Boom! You can see them start to slow down and then the slack come out. There we go, we rammed them out the back of the mine. You only paid me for 15 cars? There we go. Alright. Break it off there. Roll forward. Oh yeah, wait, so reading 54 cars minus the 6 for the power left us with only 48 cars. And we only have 12 left. So that track holds 36. Okay, good to know. Good to know. As I actually do write myself a note in real life. As we figure out how many cars each track holds, I will update my note. These two tracks are weird. It's like they kept the original distance up that they counted for, but then you've got the switches and more than 6 cars, Bubba. More than 9 cars, Bubba. 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I missed payment for 3 cars there, don't you think? Oh, okay. As I was saying, that'd be weird. 3 of them were spotted up here when we spotted the first set. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, how are we looking on coal and water? We've got plenty. So, let's see. Do we have time to go do other things? I don't know if there's anything worth doing at the moment. They're switching Bryson. There's the usual stuff at Whittier. And there's the paperboard. What did I end up doing? Ah, yes. That's what I did with the Dillsboro and Coe cars. Those weren't supposed to go on the westbound train, but they did. Well, they were supposed to go. They just weren't supposed to go that far. So I ended as the train blasted westbound, I ended up just Dutch dropping them into the Parker's siding. Because why not? What could go wrong? So at some point we need to rescue those. Let me... Oh, let's see. 91 looks like it needs something to do. Okay. I'm just gonna send this over to sit by them, and I'll actually pull them back at a later date. Because I think this is gonna do it for this week. I can't think of too much else that would be too terribly exciting to do. I mean, if you do enjoy just watching the switching around for an hour or so, feel free to drop a comment, let me know. If you prefer just seeing kind of the highlights of the day, also feel free to let me know. I want to make what you guys want to see, if anyone's actually seeing this part. If we do the highlights of the day, then I guess the live streams will be most of the other grunt work. But yeah, so I think that's gonna do it for this week. And by the time, not by the time you see this, by the time I make another Railroader video after this one, I will have actually, not this part of the line, I will have actually been here. And we will be able to chat about that. I may make a video out of that experience. We'll see if I actually end up recording anything. But, as I've said for the third time, that does it for this week. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you next time.